Hello, it's day 14 and we've been away from home for 2 weeks. We got to sleep in this morning, which is great because we had some jet lag, so I think we're pretty good now. We went and had a lovely breakfast and then caught a train to Malahide, which is where a castle is, Malahide Castle, which I wanted to have a look at. So we walked around the grounds for a little bit and then I did a tour of the castle. And the first room he takes us into is the oldest room of the castle, what's called a wake table. And what that is a table that they would put a member of the family on who died, and they would leave them there for a few days so people could come around and pay their respects. But one of the main reasons they did that was because, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they weren't exactly sure when people were dead. So they would lie them out for a few days, and when the body started to turn, they would know that they're definitely dead. So I just thought that was an interesting story, hence the word wake. They might wake up. Then we went into the men's room, which is a room with a little table in the middle, and the men go there after dinner to talk about men's things like politics and stuff, and that's a beautiful room. Then we went into the next room, which was the women's room, which is a slightly bigger room which the women would go to after dinner. It was also a room where they would have more intimate meetings when girls were coming out, when they turned 18, they'd have get-togethers in that room. The fireplace in there was epic, really solid marble that they had imported from Italy as a showpiece of how wealthy they were. And anyone who went to the castle would be taken through that room just to see that fireplace. Then which room did we go to? We went to the upstairs area, which is where the bedrooms were. So you had the bedroom at the front, which was the lady of the house's room, and that had a little side sort of dressing area in a little turret. And there was the children's room next to that, which had a bed and all sorts of little toys, prams. And then the room down the back was the man of the house's room, and he had a dressing room as well, and it was a bit more, I guess, more of a masculine look. And right at the end of that little part of the castle was a bathroom, but I think it was installed it's a Georgian era bathroom, so I'm not sure what they did for going to the bathroom before then. So that was good. And then we went back down to a banquet room, which was a big long room with a lovely epic ceiling, and at one end of the room there was, up the top was a tiny balcony, and that's where the jesters or actors would perform for the people dining. And right in the corner of that room was a little library, a little nook, and it's quite dimly lit, although probably the whole castle would have been dimly lit, and with big sort of bookcases and a table in the middle, and it had a lovely atmosphere in there. And that was the conclusion of the tour. When we would walk through doorways, there would be like 4-foot thick walls. Yeah, it was real. I'm so glad I did it. It was really good. And then we caught a bus back to the township here, Malahide town, which is on the coast. This is a little inlet, and that is England over there, through there, the channel. And just the temperature's lovely, not too cold. Been a great day. portal to another city. We don't know which city, but it's in America somewhere. That was a really good meal. Jason had a steak, I had a beef short rib at Beef and Lobster Steakhouse and Shellfish Restaurant in Dublin. It was brilliant, if anyone's going to Dublin. And reasonably priced. Such a good atmosphere.